Top 5 News, where we cover the top 5 news for you. This is Auntie Belle, and sometimes when I go shopping, I make sure the food that I buy are high quality one. Of course, only the best of the best ma. So that's why I will always choose 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃's selected light soy sauce lah. 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃 understands that quality and safety is important, especially in the food industry. Their quality is tip-top one, and they take their quality so seriously that they launched the 𝗏𝗏𝗀's Quality Never Compromise campaign in 2012. So, how good is their stuff? Their selected light soy sauce is made from non-GMO soybeans. Then they are 100% naturally brewed with no preservatives added, no artificial flavouring. So it's all natural. So if you want to taste the high quality of your cooking, then go and get yourself a bottle of 𝗏𝗏𝗀's selected light soy sauce today. Okay lah, now let's get into the top 5 news this week. So last week we talked about the Omicron variant, right? And how other countries already starting to detect it. So on the 2nd of December, our Health Minister 𝗓𝗲𝗄𝗪 announced that Malaysia has got one Omicron case in Ipoh, Perak. The person who kena the Omicron variant is this 19-year-old student who came back to Malaysia from South Africa through Singapore. This student was fully vaccinated, and when she came back, she stayed in quarantine for 10 days. And because she followed the rules, this Omicron variant is contained. So for now, all her close contacts were tested already, and they all tested negative. So this one here already a bit less worrying. But whatever it is, we cannot run away from this Omicron forever. So we must all stay vigilant. Just like what 𝗓𝗲𝗄𝗪 says, as long as we follow the rules, confirm can contain it. Moving on, I know we all very happy every time our sports team wins something, then we get public holiday. No need to work, ma. But what we don't know is every time this happens, we actually lose a lot of money. Bangi Member of Parliament Dr. Ong Kian Ming said the sudden public holiday in KL when their football team won the Malaysia Cup is politically irresponsible. But why? Because it cost 400 million ringgit in lost output. Because companies might need to pay OT to maintain their core services ma. And he's also scared that other Menteri Besars might want to declare public holiday whenever their states win something. A lot of netizens also agree this is quite mafan lah. Unless we win the Olympics or the World Cup, then only worth it. These sudden public holidays force a lot of people to do last-minute arrangements. Not so easy leh. So hopefully ministers can consider these factors before they declare another public holiday lah. Now speaking of controversial political decisions, I think we're all quite familiar with the alcohol regulation by DBKL, right? Now the federal government wants to extend the alcohol restriction nationwide, even to Sabah and Sarawak. They basically want non-Muslim coffee shops and restaurants to get licensed to sell alcoholic drinks lah. So DAP Secretary General Lim Guan Eng said this doesn't make sense because coffee shops might not be able to afford to pay for the license, and they don't even sell to Muslims, so why need to follow past policies? After a lot of back and forth, the Royal Customs Department decided not to enforce liquor licenses anymore after orders by the Ministry of Finance. You smell that? Macam ada roti canai Okay, so this next story is still about politics lah. As we all know, Sarawak is having their state elections. So they were finalizing their nominations for their upcoming elections. And you want to know how many candidates they have this time? 349 candidates fighting for 82 seats. Wow, this is way bigger than their record back in 2016, which was 229 candidates. The candidates started campaigning on the 6th of December, and this will last for 12 days. The polling will then start on the 18th of December. The Election Commission also targets 70% voter turnout despite the pandemic. I feel like this is going to be an interesting competition lah. So let's just wait for the outcome after we get the polling results lah. Speaking of results, I know you all very kanchiong to know the verdict for Najib's trial, right? Just to recap, previously Najib was sentenced to jail and fined 210 million ringgit for money laundering and breach of trust by the High Court. So long story short lah, Najib tried to appeal but failed because the Court of Appeal confirmed that the 42 million ringgit in Najib's accounts memang came from 𝗓𝗏𝗄𝘃 International. The High Court decided that all the prison sentences would just happen concurrently, so basically a maximum of 12 years in jail for all the charges lah. So, what do you think about this verdict? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below lah. Okay lah, that's all the time we have this week. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and also follow us on our Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. So I'll be seeing you again next week, same time, same day for another episode. Stay safe, take care, and bye-bye!